Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be ranking the tracks from the coin jam, from the custom track jams. In this video, there is some bad gameplay, and I apologize for that. Dolphin was refusing to run at anything higher than 30 frames per second, and 30 frames per second was pretty rare. So, nothing I could really do about that. The video won't lag, but it makes my gameplay kind of shitty, so there's nothing really I can do about that. But yeah, so once again, like I said before, these versions of the tracks are not the ones found on the wiki. They are the ones found on the Custom Track Jams Discord server. So these are not the latest versions. Well, for some of them they probably are, but for a few of them, they have been updated since. So, yeah, I've got nothing more to say, and so yeah, let's get started. Alright, so for our last place track, we have Bounce by HMan6516. So, this track, don't get me wrong, it's a great meme track, but for the sake of this video isn't about which is the best meme, this video about which, in reality, is the best track, and unfortunately, this track just comes out at the bottom. It's a fun track. It's a great meme track. Don't get me wrong. It's just, in terms of quality, it's not that great. The track is obviously just a circle of mushrooms. It originally placed last, and it does crash on Wii. So that's some faults right there. So, but yeah, for the most part, it's not a great track, but it is a very good meme track. Alright, so for our next track, we have Coin Soup Pot by TOXIG Prime. This track, it's okay. I think this is worse than TOXIG's other two jam tracks so far. He's obviously done a lot more, but we haven't looked at those jams yet, so. This one, it's just lax in gameplay. It's not very fun. There's this mushroom section that's kind of difficult, as I found. The visuals, I mean, it's hard to tell that those are coins. The theming is a bit weird. It's not the worst track ever. It's just, it's not that fun to play, and the visuals aren't interesting at all. And, yeah, this mushroom section. Yeah. And the layout, it's not too interesting either. It's just kind of a generic. It has essentially the same layout as a drive-through Miniville. And that one was a Curvy Loft test track, basically. Although I tried to make it look good, it just had a very basic layout. I wasn't going for anything too crazy with that layout, but yeah, it's just too simple visually, and the gameplay is not very good. So this one did originally place 6th, and I am placing it 6th as well. Alright, on to the next track. Alright, so for our next track, we have Currency Courseway by YOSHIN. I don't really know how to pronounce the name. I'm just gonna go with that for now. And at first glance, this track looks pretty nice. It has interesting theming, obviously. Where this track lacks in is the playability. The track isn't the most fun to play. It's pretty simple. I mean, it plays fine. It's just not the most fun. But there are a few weird spots that'll send you shooting up into the air. And there are some spots like that, like the Magic Cruiser has trouble making turns like that. It wasn't even close on that one. And it's not like I started my drift too late either. It's not the best functioning track, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. It's short, it's simple, the Magic Cruiser doesn't have awful drift. It should be able to make most of those, but yeah, whatever. This track is originally placed 5th, and that's where I'm placing it now. So, yeah, that's it for Currency Courseway. Alright, so for our 4th place track, we have Coin Circuit by Yoshi, formerly known as Don Tink. This track might be controversial as to why it's placed 4th, because this track originally placed 2nd. It's a good track. It has some good themes. Its visuals are nice. I like some of the ideas, like the Mushroom Kingdom dollar there. However, there are some issues. Like this mushroom spot, I will say that this was partially Dolphin being super slow, but there is some issues there. Like, you either have to get the starting boost from landing while you press whatever button your controller has for the driving at the correct time, or you have to charge a standstill mini turbo, which is not really a good thing. And this respawn point is way too far back. But yeah, it has some good themes. It can be confusing sometimes as to what's drivable and what's not. It's overall a pretty good track, though, I'd say. It's just not as good as some of the other ones. And the gameplay, it's okay. Not the best gameplay I've ever played. But it's okay. It could be better. This turn is way too tight. Yeah, it's hard to know if it's off-road, and there's a blind turn coming up, which isn't good. If you're going through here, I guess. It might be more visible the other way. Not really sure. But yeah. So, I think that is going to do it for Coin Circuit. Alright, so for our 3rd place track, we have Coin Runner Circuit by Justin. This one originally placed 4th. This track, it's interesting. It's fun. I really like the gameplay in this track, and the theming is nice too. I don't know how coiny it is, but still, I do really like the track. I mean, I can get it because it's Coin Runner. Although, who plays Coin Runner anyways, but, I do like the theme of the track. It's very interesting. It's fun to drive. Yeah, it's not the best track out there, though, visually, so that's why it's not getting a higher placement. But overall, I think it is a really good track. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. It's a good track, and I really enjoy it. So, on to the next track. Alright, so for our 2nd place track, we have Toad's Forgery by JDS. This track originally placed 3rd. I don't know why, but I've always really liked this track. Once again, not really sure why. I just really like the visuals, and I like the gameplay too. It's a fun track overall. I like the theming. It's obviously about robbing a bank. Yeah, it's just a really nice track visually. There's only one spot that isn't really that good, and that's this sidewalk spot, because it's not really clear that you're supposed to go up there, nor that you can, but you can. But that's really my only gripe with this track. The shortcuts are interesting. The track itself is interesting. It's just a really overall great track. Yeah, not really much else to say there. So that's gonna do it for Toad's Forgery. Alright, so for our winning track, we have Coin Heaven by Taco Josh. I mean, was there really any question to begin with? This track is clearly the best. It might even be the best jam track there has ever been. It got into CTGP. It's obviously not in there yet, but it's been accepted. And it has been updated since, and the update is amazing. It's just the fact that this track was made in such a short amount of time is amazing to me. It's a very impressive track to begin with, and the fact that it was made in 3 or 4 days is just insane to me. And, I mean, Taco Josh is known for having good tracks, but most people can't make great tracks in such a short amount of time. But he has that ability to, and that's just amazing to me. The theming of this track is really nice, the visuals are nice, the gameplay is amazing. There's really nothing wrong with this track, other than that there's no animations for the boost, but that's really a minor inconvenience for everything else that's amazing about the track. It's just, I don't really know what else to say. It's just a phenomenal track, and hats off to Taco Josh for making it, because it's really impressive. Alright, that's gonna do it for Coin Heaven by Taco Josh. Alright everyone, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Once again, like I always say, if your track plays slow, this doesn't mean that I don't like your track, or you. It's just how I felt about it. The track could still be really nice, it just, in my opinion, isn't as good as some of the other tracks. But, yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for today's video, guys, and thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you liked it. Not that it really benefits me, because I'm not getting any revenue from it anyways. It's just, if you want to see more content, then go right ahead. But, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Alright, bye.